It was raining that night, the kind of cold, relentless rain that soaks through your soul. On the side of a lonely road stood a woman clutching a little boy, both drenched, shivering, and broken. Her eyes were swollen from crying, and the boy's hand trembled as he tried to cover her with his small jacket. No one stopped for them, except one man. A single dad named Daniel. Daniel had just finished his late-night shift at the auto repair shop. His hands were greasy, his shirt wet, but his heart, that was warm. He saw them standing there and pulled over without thinking. "Hey, are you two okay?" he asked gently. The woman hesitated, clutching her son closer. "Please, we have nowhere to go," she whispered. Daniel didn't ask questions. He opened his truck door and said, "Get in. You're safe now." That night, in his small, humble home, Daniel gave them dry clothes and a warm meal. His daughter, Lily, about the same age as the little boy, brought them blankets and offered her favorite teddy bear to the frightened child. The woman introduced herself as Maya, and her son was Ethan. Maya's voice shook as she explained that after her husband died, his family turned on her, blamed her for everything. When she refused to give up her son's inheritance, they threw her and Ethan out. "We've been running for days," she said, eyes full of shame and fear. Daniel nodded quietly. He knew what pain looked like. He had lost his wife in an accident 5 years ago and had raised Lily alone since then. Life had been cruel, but he had learned that kindness could still make it bearable. Over the next few weeks, Maya and Ethan became part of Daniel's little family. He fixed old furniture to make their room more comfortable, and Maya started cooking meals for everyone. The laughter of the two children filled the house again, and for the first time in years, Daniel felt like his home was alive. But life doesn't stay easy for long. One morning, Daniel's landlord came knocking, angry and loud. "You're behind on rent again, Daniel. If you don't pay by next week, you're out." Daniel apologized and promised to find a way. Maya overheard and felt her chest tighten. She wanted to help, but she had nothing, not a penny, not even an ID. Her in-laws had taken everything. That night, after the kids went to sleep, Maya found Daniel sitting alone, looking worried. She sat beside him. "You've done so much for us, Daniel. Let me help." He shook his head. "You've been through enough. I'll handle it. I always do." He smiled, that tired, kind smile of a man who carries the world but never complains. Maya looked at him, realizing that in this small house, with this quiet man, she and her son had found something they hadn't had in a long time: safety, dignity, and love. Days turned into months. Ethan started calling Daniel Uncle Dan, and Daniel taught him how to fix bicycles and plant vegetables in the backyard. Maya began working at a local diner, slowly rebuilding her confidence. Daniel often came by after work, pretending to need coffee just to see her smile. But one afternoon, something unexpected happened. A black luxury car pulled up outside Daniel's house. A tall, well-dressed man stepped out, gray suit, polished shoes, and a cold expression. He asked for Maya and Ethan. Daniel froze. Maya came outside, and the man's face softened. "Madam, we've been searching for you for months," he said. It turned out that Ethan's late father had secretly been the heir of a massive business empire. His death had caused chaos within the family, and Maya's in-laws had hidden Ethan's true inheritance to seize control. When the truth surfaced, private investigators were sent to find them. The man handed Maya a document, proof that her son was now the legal heir to billions. Daniel stood speechless as Maya's world turned upside down. She was in shock. "All this time, we were just trying to survive." The man assured her they would be escorted back safely to the city, to the mansion, to the life she'd been denied. That night, Maya packed her things silently. Daniel tried to act strong, helping her fold clothes, but his eyes betrayed him. Lily hugged Ethan tightly, tears streaming down both their faces. "Will you come back?" she asked. Ethan nodded, promising he would. Before leaving, Maya turned to Daniel. "You took in a stranger when everyone else turned away. You saved me and my son. I don't know how to thank you." Daniel smiled faintly. "You already did. You reminded me what family feels like." Weeks passed. Daniel went back to his quiet life, fixing cars, making dinner for Lily, pretending he didn't miss them. But one morning, as he stepped out of his house, he froze. A convoy of luxury cars lined the street. Maya stepped out, wearing a simple dress but glowing with confidence. Ethan ran straight into Daniel's arms. "We're home," he said. Behind her stood lawyers and staff, but Maya waved them off. "I don't want that mansion," she said softly. "It's just walls and money. This," she gestured toward Daniel's house, "this is where I was found, where I was loved." Daniel was speechless as she handed him an envelope. Inside was a deed, the house, the land, all now in his name. "Ethan insisted," Maya said, smiling through tears. "He says you're his hero." Daniel couldn't hold it anymore. He pulled both of them into a hug, tears running freely. Lily joined in, wrapping her small arms around them all. From that day on, their little house wasn't just a shelter, it was a home built on compassion, forgiveness, and second chances. And as the camera fades, a voice could say, "Sometimes, the richest people in the world aren't the ones with money, they're the ones who give love without asking for anything in return." So, if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it, because somewhere out there, someone still believes in kindness that changes lives.